Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Miss Jessamine Fairfield. Woo! Dr. Jessamine. Doctor.
Oh, thank you so much. I've escaped from my captivity in the corner. I am Jessamine Fairfield, and I am a scientist. Right? We're a pro-science room, right? Yeah? I like to check, because I don't know if this happens to you guys, but sometimes when I tell people that I'm a scientist, they'll say, oh, science. You know, science takes all the magic out of the world. I'm sorry, but you know, we learned so much about the last unicorn by killing it. And I think that those tree sprites will find a new home. We just really needed to turn that old oak into more pieces of paper with math on them. No, I mean, you know, as a scientist, obviously, I don't feel that science takes the magic out of the world. It illuminates the magic that's already there, right? Like the way that the stars, you know, they look like these tiny pinpricks of light, but they're actually gigantic furnaces of plasma burning incredibly hot, larger than our entire planet, but super far away. Wow! Thanks, science. Or, you know, the way that the cells that make up our body are kind of just MacGyvered together with duct tape, like Rube Goldberg contraptions, just a few botched replications from falling apart. Huh. Thanks, science, for telling me that. Or you know that our planet, which feels like such a solid, constant thing that's always going to be there for us, is actually just a ball of rock in empty space, hurtling through the void, surrounded on all sides by darkness, only to be eventually consumed in the last dying gasp of our sun. I didn't need to know that, science. I was happier not knowing. But I think that's part of what science is, right? It's pulling back the curtain, and maybe sometimes you don't exactly like what you see. So maybe we should go back to magic. Magic is nice, right? Magic is a nice thing. But I feel like when people think of a scientist, they don't really think of like a cool wizard. I mean, what do people think of stereotypically when they think of a scientist? Let's be honest. Awkward nerds? Like the ones in The Big Bang Theory? A show that does physicists no favors. Jesus. Or maybe they think of like, you know, an evil genius, a sociopath in a lab coat laughing maniacally about playing God. Ugh. I think that it's not a problem with scientists. I think it's a problem with the media. Right? With our media representations of scientists. I think we could do a better job telling scientists stories, making them the heroes. So I wrote a song about it. Weird choice, right? And I'm gonna like really casually lean over and pick up a ukulele now. It's a joke too? The ukulele is the best instrument for comedy, incidentally, because it's ridiculous. It's like I was too weak to hold up an actual guitar. And also it always sounds out of tune, which is kind of a blessing if you're not very good at playing it. Like me. I am a scientist in a movie, living in my lab. I think knowledge is pretty groovy. I'm obsessed like Captain Ahab. You're the protagonist, and you need answers from my microscope. You come to me for performance enhancers before we all lose hope. Could I be the hero? Could I go on the quest? No? Fine. No one around me really fully knows how I am flawed. I just want to show up my old class bully by maybe playing God. Don't you worry, it's perfectly safe, this nuclear removal. Oh, come on, it's gonna chafe if I have to obtain ethical approval. Nobody trusts me, I don't know why. Is it because my minions often die? Or the fact that I have minions and not sidekicks? Should I resort to cheap marketing tricks? I just want you to see me as a person too. Not an alien or a monster or a robot who has to learn how to feel from a real person like you. Fine, I get it. Science is shorthand for someone who is willing to lose control, open the wrong door, and I guess that makes me, yup, the villain. Now I'm the only one left on the planet. All Earth is in ruins. All my wishes have been granted. All I had to do was kill all humans. Thank you. I feel like I see how it happens now. No, but I mean, obviously, my job isn't actually like that, because if it were, you'd all be dead. So, like a lot of scientists and probably like a lot of people here, I work in a university. Woo. Kind of. I don't know, like a university is a really weird place. Sometimes, as you're probably aware, like it's weird to spend so many years in a place designed for 18 to 22-year-olds. Like, why am I still here? And I think there's really no better recipe for resentment of youth. You're there toiling away, trying to get money, trying to get grants, trying to get papers. Oh, the constant churn. Will it never end? And then there's like 18-year-olds experiencing freedom. It's rag week. What is that? I didn't get that. Fuck you guys. No, it's cool. I'm not bitter. It's fine. No, but I think that we can complain, right, about how universities can be a tough place to be, but it is exciting, right? We're pushing the frontiers of human knowledge. That's more exciting than drinking and going to parties, right? That's what they told me. My students don't believe me either. But I think it is. We do some exciting things. We do some exciting work, I guess, sometimes. Some of you will know that rare thrill of finishing a thesis of some sort, having a whole body of work, looking at it and saying, I did that, and then like throwing it in the rearview mirror because you're so sick of looking at it. But then later you have perspective and you realize it was great. So I wanted to do one more song for you guys, because I feel kind of bad. Like, there's a lot of you here, and there's only a few of us that get up here and be on stage. So I wanted to include you in some way. So I wrote this song. I wrote this song for you guys, about you guys. Also, you're gonna help me. It's gonna be like a peer-reviewed song. At the end, we can all be co-authors, if it gets accepted anywhere. Which it won't. You're such a lovely audience, yes, you guys are a lot of fun. Like academic research, you're enjoyable for everyone. But I think you work so hard, you never ceases. So let me put you in the show. I can write a verse about your thesis. You guys have written theses. I know you have. They're probably more interesting than mine was. So someone shout out your thesis title for me. Real clear. I'll wait. Wait. I'm gonna start over. Imitation fertility? Implementation fidelity of complex self-management intervention for people with low back pain and osteoarthritis. In physio. Oh, of course. Now I understand. So you went to the doctor because your back was hurting, probably from going to the Roisin Dove and doing lots of flirting. But you need a way to manage your pain and some other more complicated things that I don't have to name. That was the abstract, right? There were so many words in that. You probably know that. You wrote those words. Good job. Anyone else got a thesis title? Maybe like a concise one. I don't know. The effect of topography on thermal healing adjustment. Thermo heal. What? Healing. The effect of topography on thermo. This is clearly my problem and not yours. But how would you spell that word? P-H-E-R-O-T. Thermo. Haline. Healing? H-A. What is that? Guys, what is that? Haline. Thermohaline. Like the Gulf Stream. The Gulf. Oh, jeez. Can you tell me what it is? Is it like an air thing? The ocean. No. I really wanted to say yes, but it would have been a lie. Okay, so the effect of topography on thermohaline adjustment. That's it. It was just me understanding a title. At the bottom of the ocean, I think there are a lot of ridges, and they move water by little nidges. And you wrote about that and made a cheesecake with some praline. Think you can see where I'm going with this. It's about a new word I learned called thermohaline. Jeez. Okay. You have given me food for thought, which is what I came here for. All right, let's do one more. I say regretfully. Does anyone else have one last thesis title for me? Pollinators and pollination in changing agricultural landscapes. You know, when you go outside, you might see a lot of bees or other pollinators that make you feel weak in the knees. But they change what they do depending on the act of farming, and you should not find that very alarming. And those were your theses. Thank you very much. I've been Jessamine Fairfield.